Hi children, welcome you all to this maths session. We are glad that you are all here to learn maths. Hope you are all fine and enjoying all maths sessions. Okay children, before getting into today's concept, let us have a thought. What is today's thought? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. This means even if we are talented, without working hard, we cannot achieve success. Of course, we can achieve something, but only hard work will lead you to the top. Okay, children? So work hard, practice more to be perfect more. Okay, children? Okay, let's have a small recap what we have learned in this chapter. First, we started with properties of square number. This chapter is squares and square roots. So we started with squares. So hope you could recall all the properties of square number. Okay, then we learned how to find square root by prime factorization method. Then we practiced by finding the square root by repeated subtraction with odd numbers. But it is a very tedious thing. We cannot make use of this method for very big numbers and it is not suitable. So we learned one new more method and it is by long division method. And I am happy that you all did well in your test and you have practiced enough this long division method. And today we are going to have a little extension of the same method, long division method. What haven't we seen so far? Yes, children. Today we are going to see about square roots of decimals. Okay, there is a slight difference between square root of a whole number and square root of decimal. That's the thing that we are going to see today. Are you all ready? Okay. Now we are going to find the square root of 17.64 and it is a decimal number. In this decimal number, we have two parts. What are they? What are the two parts we have? Very good. We have whole part and decimal part. I am introducing a new word for you today, integral. It's nothing but whole part. Okay, whole has another equivalent synonym, integral. Okay, this 17 is whole part and the 64 is the decimal part. Is it clear? Now, what is the first step to find the square root of decimals? Decimals means decimal numbers. Both are same. Okay, what is the first step? To place bars. Are you ready? Okay, children, how to place bars for the integral part? It's nothing but the whole part. We have to start from the unit place. Again, the same rule that we learned for the whole number from the back. Isn't it? Once is in the last. So from the back, we have to place bars two digits together. Towards left. It will move towards left. What about the decimal point? Do you think we will be placing bars from the back? Do you think so? No, children. We will start from the 10th place, right after the decimal point. Okay. And it will move towards right. And this is towards left and this is towards right. Okay. Now let's see an example. The same example 17.64. Here we have only 2 digits in the whole part and 2 digits in the decimal part. So it is splitted separately. Whole parts should be given bars separately and decimal parts should also be given bars separately. You should not combine both these things. Both are two different parts. Okay, children? And 64 gets another bar. If I have 3 digits in whole part, how will I place the bars? Come on. Take care of note. Write this number and place bars now. For whole part, how will you place? And for the decimal part, how will you place the bars? Come on, have you drawn it? Shall I see how you have done it? Now look at this and check whether you are right. From the back, whole part from the back. 2 and 3 clubbed under one bar. Then 1 alone in another bar. What about 6, 7, 8? Have you anyone put bar for 6 alone separately and 7, 8 under one bar? Then change yourself. It's wrong. You have to have 6 and 7 under one single bar and 8 under another bar. Is it clear, my dear children? Okay. Now let's continue with that same example, 17.64. What is the step 2? Again, we should recall all the square table to start with. Okay, children? Okay. Now I have 17.64. The first bar has 17 under it. What square number will I place it here? It's easy. 4 4s are 16. So I wrote 4 here and also 4 here and 16 below 17. If I subtract, I get 1. This is step 2. Now after that, I don't have any whole number, but I have decimal point. What to do now? Now let's get into step 3. Okay, children? In step 3, we will bring down this number 64 here. Okay, children? Therefore, I have 164 here and 8. How did I get 8 here? I have to multiply this quotient with 2. So, 4 2s are 8. This is the same thing that we did in whole numbers also, finding square root for a whole number also. Now, in step 4, I have to find a number such that it should be multiplied by 8. Along with this 8, I have to place a number nearby it and also at the bottom and then multiply so that I get 64. So I chose 2 2s are 4 and I get 8 2s are 16, 164. If I have 8 8s are 64, if I place 8 here, it will be bigger than 164. So I chose 4. In step 5, I will place decimal point here. See here, as I already told you, this 17 is under one bar, 64 is under bar. Each and every bar will get one quotient. So for this you got 4 and for this you got 2. And in between these two bars, I have a decimal point that is placed. And so what is the square root of 17.64? It is 4.2. And so far we were aware that only whole numbers will be a perfect square. But see here, this decimal number is also a perfect square number. What is its square root? 4.2. Is it clear, my dear children? Even decimal numbers can be a perfect square. It is not necessary only whole numbers should be a perfect square. Decimal numbers can be perfect square if I am capable of finding the square root. Is it, children? Okay. Now let's see one more example. In day-to-day life, area of a square plot is 2304 meters squared. It is meters squared. Find the side of the square plot. Square has all sides to be equal. It's very clear. And they have given us the area of that whole square. And we have to find the side of the square plot. Actually, you may think all these questions will come under mensuration chapter, measurement chapter. But see here in maths, all the chapters are linked together. You cannot say, ma'am, that chapter is not taught, this chapter is not taught. No, everything is interlinked. So you should know to apply each and every concept in each and every field. Okay, let's enjoy maths, my dear children. And see here, we all know it's given that area of square plot is 2304 meters squared. We all know area of square. What is the formula? A squared units. You have to write this also, my dear children, because without units it has no meaning. So area of square plot is A squared, and this is 2304. So A squared is 2304. Then how to find A? Any guesses? I know A squared is equal to 2304. How to find A? I will give you an example. If I say 4 squared is equal to 16. How will you relate this with 16 and 4? Very good. We know square root of 16 is what? 4. Very good. Square root of 16 is 4. If I know its square, I can find the square root in reverse order. These are two are reverse. Square and the square root or reverse process. So I have given the square. I have to find only A. So what should I find now? Square root. See here we have learned how the square root is applicable in our day-to-day life. If I know the area, I can area of a square alone. Can I make use of the square root for area of a rectangle? No, there I have length into breadth. We don't have the square, A square. Wherever you come across the square, we will find the reverse order using reverse operation square root. Is it clear, my dear children? So how to find the side of the square now? What should I do now? Very good. I should find square root of 2304. Is it clear? Are you ready to find the square root? Here it is. As usual, by referring the square table, before that I have to place bars now. So from the back I have placed bars, two digits together. Then I found 4 4s are 16. Subtracted, I get 7 alone. And this 04 is brought here. Okay, children. Now what is the next step? I have to multiply this 4 with 2. So I get 4 2s are 8. By trial and error method, I found 8 into 8, 88 into 8 will get 704. Okay, children. So I got the square root of 2304 as 48. So therefore, the side of the square plot is 48 meter. Is it clear, my dear children? You are familiar in finding the square root for a whole number. So you will be able to do this. In what other situation can I apply square root in our day-to-day life? Can you think of any other situations? Here it is. Very good. If you have found, very good. Even if not, you can have a look at it. What is this? It's a right-angled triangle. What is special about this right-angled triangle? Who gave this theorem? Very good. It is Pythagoras theorem. If I know two sides, I can find the other side using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, here they have given us in right-angled triangle, angle B is 90 degree. So I marked B here and 90 degree here. Okay. Then the other two sides, they have said AB is equal to 6 centimeter. AB is equal to 6 centimeter and BC is equal to 8 centimeter. I have to find AC. See, angle B is 90 degree. So what will be its opposite side? Surely it will be AC only. Okay. So opposite to 90 degree. What is the name of this side? What is the special name of this longest side? And it will be opposite to 90 degree only. What is the name of this side? Very good. Hypotenuse. It is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Okay, children. Hypotenuse. Okay. Now, what is the Pythagoras theorem states? The square of this. If I find the square of this, or if I construct a square over this side, it will be equal to, that area will be equal to the other two sides squares. If I add the square of these two, that will be equal. So 6 square plus 8 square will be equal to this side square. Is it clear, my dear children? With that property, see, AC squared is equal to AB squared plus BC squared. From the diagram, I found 6 squared to be AB and BC is equal to 8 squared. So I got 36 plus 64, which is equal to 100. AC squared is equal to 100. So what is AC? Come on, AC squared is 100. What is AC? What should I do? Find the square root. So it is 10.